Hey guys, it's me. Um, so today is about it's women issues, guys. So if you're a guy, keep scrolling today, unless you're really interested. Uh, so I am definitely PMSing, just so let you know. And my gosh, so I have started fights left and right. Every month is different for me. So I can be sweet and want to go to bed all the time, or I can be a bitch. There's nothing in between, right? So this time I'm just moody. I am mean, I am bitchy. And the thing of it is what people don't understand is that I'm speaking hopefully for every woman, we know we sound horrible. Or at least I do. How about that? And it's like the harder you try to control it, the worse it gets, right? So for me, I started fights all day yesterday. And I've always said, with my personality, with who I am, it takes a very strong and secure man to be with me. It really does. My husband has a hard time, I promise you, being with me. So yeah. But the harder I try to control it, the worse it gets. Because the more I try to control it, the more thoughts I get and the more they take over, right? And so, already being insecure, if you have body issues, if you have, you're not perfect, you're not giving this person what they need or want, or doing enough, or like your choices. And it's about, like, myself, obviously. Because the right person would love me regardless, right? But I have my own thoughts, and I'm never good enough, right? So, as you can imagine, with me PMSing, the world is on fire, basically. So, I started fights almost all day yesterday. And one of them was that I text my husband. As you guys know, we're trying to work on us. He is not a romantic type. Like, he does not think romantic at all. As much as I love him, things are about him. He doesn't think about, oh, I need to go get her flowers once in a while. I need candy. Not that I need candy, but you know what I mean. Let me, he does take me to dinner sometimes, and I'm not opposed to fast food at all, so that's fine with me. That works great, right? So it works out, right? I'm probably one of the cheapest dates, which at this point, whatever. Uh, anyways, so um, so I send him text messages. You send them very sweet, romantic messages, to your loved one, women, girls, whatever, your partner, whatever. And so, you expect to maybe get something sweet sent back, or I love you, or something, something that's sweet, right? I get, I love you, boo boo. Like we're on Flintstones. I am not opposed to Flintstones, but I definitely don't want to hear I love you, boo boo. Because again, you're kind of making light of my feelings, I feel like, and that's not cool, right? So then other times I get sent back things that are not even close to I love you, let's put it that way. I won't repeat what it is, but let's just say it's not something appropriate at that time when someone is pouring their heart out in love to you. And so that's what I started the fight about, because why couldn't he try to be romantic or send loving, sweet things back? Because he always says he's not good with his feelings. But I have learned, if you know the story of what happened between my husband and I not long ago, that he can do better than "I love you, boo-boo." And so I was not happy, obviously, and wanted more. I don't think that's asking too much. Shoot, there's Google. You can look up romantic things to say, right? What do you think Google's for? You can Google what to say to women or men that's romantic, right? Copy and paste, right? I mean, how would I know it came from there? But the point is, I wanted him to try. So then and this is when he was driving. If you guys don't know, he does drive for a living, with his job. So he's driving through the city, and if you've ever been to the city, traffic is horrible. You really have to keep an eye on everything around you. So we're fighting through text message while he's driving, and I'm sure he was cussing in that car at me right then, which I don't blame him, I have to say. And could I have waited until later to talk to him? Really? No. If it's on my mind, then I need to talk about it now. I need to get this off my chest. I need to talk about it, right? So, that was interesting. But, later, actually, we were fine. We went out to dinner, together, which there's a little short, if you haven't seen it. And then we came home, and he fell asleep right away. He works pretty much 24/7, I feel like. If he's lucky, he gets 1 or 2 days off. But that's not from, both jobs the same day. So he always has to work at least one job. So we get home, and I don't know, a switch just went off in me, and I don't know why. So, if you don't know, again, if you don't know the story, go back and read or watch it. But I don't know why I don't know why I do this stuff to myself. So, if you don't know, I took his phone, and I saw there was this girl talking to him. Now, I'm giving faces because if you don't know the story, then I'm kind of giving it away with my face here, people. I'm very expressive. So anyways, there was this girl talking to him, and one question she asked him was, "Are you happy in your relationship?" He wrote back and said, "I guess." You guess that you're happy? Who writes, "I guess"? It's a yes or no question, right? Not "I guess." Now, he really never entertained, a relationship or anything. It was mostly the account writing to him. He didn't really engage with this person. But yeah, he did say that. You talk about giving yourself a headache here, people. Because if you know what I'm saying here without me saying it, the account, anyways, but yeah, I said I really lost it. Okay? So, but when it was, when he was asked, are you happy in your relationship? And he said, I guess. I blew up. You guess? Who the fuck? Hopefully you can say this on YouTube now, right? I think. If not, I'm sorry, YouTube. Who says that? Who says I guess? It's a yes or no answer, right? So, you can imagine I'm already PMSing, and then you say I guess. So, as I told him, because he was asleep, that I took his phone. I went through it. I saw the message. He told me how he didn't do anything wrong. And so we went through it. And I'm like, you didn't do anything wrong. You just told someone you guessed you were happy in your relationship. And then he proceeds to tell me, well, it's nobody's business. That doesn't even make sense. Not to me, at least, right? You don't know this person. Who cares? You should have told this person F off, right? See? And been like, yeah, I'm happy if you are happy. I've given this man so many ways to get out. So many times I would have left. Like, I've given it all. And yeah, you can, I don't know. But then he's always like, I appreciate everything you do for me and you're so wonderful, blah, 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 right? Because I am not that woman who is Betty Crocker and Martha Stewart, like, rolled up in one. Like, my mother-in-law is. Oh my gosh. Plus Mary Poppins, because you never know what's coming out of her purse, right? I am not that person. My house is a wreck. I'm a wreck. I'm lucky if I know where anything is in my house. Okay? I do what I can. I not that person. We've been working and he's been working hard, like at working towards with us. Like he texts me all the time. He calls me all the time. Like, I don't have to ask, okay? He leaves his phone if I want to go through it. Like, things have been great. I don't know where that came from. I think, really, I don't know. I don't even think. How about that? Because I blew up. And so there was another fight. And again, my switch went off and it was not a pretty thing. So he went and he's like, I don't even talk to this person. I blocked them. Like, you can look at my phone. Look, I blocked them. I'm not even talking to them. Like, if it's like, and I'm like, I was so stressed. And I know I sounded crazy. And that's okay. Because, I think that most people would have flipped out. I don't know. But I'm like, so then today I will say that he's been texting me. He's been saying sweet things. He's been, I don't know. Except for I was mad. I made him make his own lunch last night because I wasn't going to do it for someone who wasn't sure if they were happy, right? Anyway, so yeah, that was my craziness. It's funny because he doesn't understand relationships, I don't think at all. He doesn't understand what's appropriate to say or not to say. I'm noticing more and more. There was one time in his life that he had mentioned that he thought maybe he had definitely something like autism or something, and I'm starting to wonder because he doesn't have enough relationship background. I'm not sure because he just doesn't know what to say or do in a lot of things, especially when it comes to saying things. I don't know. Anyway, so that was my crazy flip out yesterday. And I hope today is a lot better. Because I'm exhausted. Otherwise, yesterday was good. So, it's a beautiful sunny day. So we will see what today brings, right? I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for listening. Bye.